Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. Welcome to my final year project presentation. I'm Nur Ayuni binti Daud, a final year student in Bachelor of Economic Honors Corporate Management. The title of my FYP is The Effect of Low Employees' Motivation on Their Job Performance. I'm supervised by my lecturer Sir Khairul Anwar bin Muhammad Kamal. First, let's begin with introduction, which consists of background of study, problem statement, research objective, and significance of study. Many percentage of employees lose their jobs or are laid off as a result of problem faced by employees in their unsatisfactory performance in employment. This is a result of employees not giving the best performance and less satisfied in work. However, in human life, not only for employees, motivation is a person's way of pursuing a goal in team, and it needs to be continuous. Naturally, the employees' loss of motivation is over due to economic or family factors, but most employees lose motivation because of their own problems faced while in the organization. Lack of motivation at work often has an impact on employees' performance, which will decline and become less than ideal. As a result, unmotivated workers might not be overly concerned about the quality of their job. Lack of flexibility in employment, lack of concern for performance, and change in employee attitude are all being reported as the effect of low employee motivation on their job performance. Highly motivated employees essentially help the organization to achieve the goals and objectives in the organization by Rahman 2020. Low motivation on an employee will give not only an impact on the organization, but it also affects the life of the employee. In the organization, low motivation employee will have a negative impact on their work performance, and the daily productivity is also affected. For research objective, to identify the effect that employees face when low motivation affects job performance. Second, to study the type of challenges faced by the employee if they have low motivation on their job. Third, to study the employees' performance during their low motivation. Fourth, to identify the advantages and disadvantages of low motivation during work. And for significance of study, the people, especially the workers, have benefited from this study by knowing their low motivation in the workplace and affect their job performance. This study is beneficial to everyone, especially teamwork or manager in the company. This can be effective to reduce low motivation among employees. This study also benefits the society, including other researchers. Now we move to literature review. First, about broad concept. The broad concept is for study about the effect of low employees and their job performance. Employees and government servants are researchers that help businesses conduct their operation and accomplish their objective. For broad concept, literally use concept that related with the effect of low motivation among the workers, which is motivation concept, employee performance concept, job satisfaction concept, environment concept, and mental health in workplace concept. Based on Rubin 2017 mention about motivation theory, where is employees' ability to achieve personal goals, corporate objective, and to some extent, national inspiration is greatly influenced by their level of motivation. The theories of motivation may be grouped based on their definition and goals, but a critical investigation shows that they are all interconnected and contribute to workers feeling satisfied in their work. The main goal of motivation is to provide employees the assurances of a job well done, pleasant working condition, loyalty, and a sense of ownership in the company. Using Maslow theories, the idea that individuals desire to grow what they want to achieve in life and that they need prioritized according to their importance. Maslow's hierarchy of requirements serves as the foundation for content theories of work satisfaction, which focus on the need of employees and the elements that contribute to a level of satisfaction that is reasonable for them by SAI 2020. For this study, variable is low employee motivation on their performance while working in Malaysia. Furthermore, the variable relationship with stated issues like motivation of employee in workplace, employees' productivity, job satisfaction is affected business operation, and employee mental health. The law of motivation can affect and give the issue with the employees by poor communications, lack of job performance, toxic environment, and low motivation. So now methodology. For materials, the online survey was included. All qualified participants were invited to answer the questionnaire by sending them a link to access the Google form survey through social media such as WhatsApp and Telegram. For method, the online questionnaires were distributed to the worker in Malaysia through WhatsApp. Data on the variable, the effect and experiences, low employee motivation, and the recommendation to overcome it were collected. Then data was collected and analyzed using SPSS version 29. The entire population using a probabilistic method to reduce bias during sampling. Probability random sampling is favored according to evidence provided by the Agency of Certifical Authorities. Non-probability approaches are founded on intent that lead to assumption that result in risk. The population size of employees in the industry at headquarters is 100, so sampling frame should increase by 100 employees. The questionnaire study will take a quantitative approach to data collection in order to recognize and identify effect and factor people in the workplace. In addition, a procedure for manipulating the configuration and variables of the survey design using some of the original and modified measurement from previous survey to achieve the objective of the survey after collecting the survey. The data is finally analyzed using SPSS 29. Next, we move to the result and discussion. The results are statically analyzed using descriptive analysis and reliability tests showing the Chrome-based alpha. A total of 100 valid responses were received. From the result, mostly people in Sarawak has responded survey with 21%, so that means workers in Sarawak also has the highest low motivation on the job performance. And so for discussion, employees' motivation is give the positive impact and important to them in the workplace, especially on the job performance. In relation of low motivation, to overcome it has many options by individuals, society, and company, which by managers and supervisor. Lastly, conclusion and recommendation. In conclusion, all effects and factors of low employee motivation on the job performance in the workplace are based on previous empirical studies on which hypotheses were made. The study included 100 participants and the data obtained were evaluated for normality, reliability using SPSS survey. Based on the analysis result, it can be concluded that all the independent variables, which is conflict in the workplace, feeling NW, lack of time management, poor communication, and lack of separation by manager or supervisor, all of the findings answered the research questions and the study's goal were achieved. For recommendation, researchers need to improve surveys and reduce errors. As researchers use English as the only language in this study, future research should include translation in Bahasa Melayu, as well as not everyone is good in English. The advice should be considered in future studies during the course of study. A variety of data collection methods can be used, including interviews, which can be used in future study as an alternative to surveys. This method ensures a greater response rate since the researchers may rapidly get 100% of the response, even if it takes time. So that's all for my final year project presentation. With that, I thank you.